Hey guys, welcome back. It is I, Sir Drinks a Lot. You tuned into a Lap It Up. And the last one of 2025. That's right. Not quite a year in review, but we're going to talk about that. Anyway, so this is my drink review series where I drink things and you listen intently upon every word that I say. I don't know why. So I drink a drink, I tell you about it, I talk about my life, bore you, yeah, so beginning of the year was pretty funky. Had some tax issues because of a mess up with my health insurance, but I got really good health insurance this last year, and it was fairly inexpensive. This year my insurance doubled, but it's fine. I can afford it. It's just going to be a pain in the ass. Mostly the insurance that I have right now, it's the main issue is the deductible. My deductible is low for me now. It's at a decent, it's at an okay lower than it has been. My deductible for my insurance has been was like $6,000, and there's no way I would have met my deductible just doing regular stuff. So something came up. Insurance is paying like a little bit, but like just the idea of like dropping more than $6,000 on anything is just kind of scary. But I mean, it's not the main reason. I haven't had to pay for any lower medications this last year. Had an MRI, went to visit a specialist about my back, went to a chiropractor, which oddly, the chiropractor from last year cost me the most. It was the most expensive thing that I no, that's not true. That's not true. I also had 2 crowns last year. Found out my dental insurance is weird. But yeah, whatever. It's really cheap. It helps out a little bit as long as I'm getting cleanings and smaller stuff. As long as if I wait until the further end of the year, certain things are covered, whereas they're not earlier on. Not quite sure. It's not as simply put, which is frustrating. But anyway, so health issues last year. I found out that I had a herniated disc between the C5 to C7, C6. Anyway, the right here, or other side really, and the lateral side is pinched, or pinches. But I think that the herniation has gone down, the swelling has gone down due to a bit of weight loss, exercise. I mean, I'm not like losing a ton, but it's been visible, I guess. I think this year I'm going to get more into a workout routine instead of just being a little more active, which is I have been. Oh, the fence is coming. Oh wow. The pasture that used to be, that was over on this side over here for a long time. There was a fence, like in cows, whereas now there's no fence. So I'm curious as to either, because it's so close to this part of town where a lot of stuff is kind of growing towards, I'm curious if it's going to become a subdivision, which there are subdivisions nearby, or it's the old fence has just been uprooted to put in new fencing. Problem is with that, I think you would put up the new fence and then tear up the old fence, right? If you have cattle, or if you put them in a different pasture while they're re-fencing this pasture, I guess. Maybe that's it. Because it also looks freshly mowed, I guess. Anyway, sorry. I got distracted. Anyway, before I get even more distracted, I will pull out. Let's just keep this PG, shall we? Or PG-13. I guess PG-13 would be just saying pull out. But anyway, today's drink of choice is El Jefe energy drink, Baja Orange. That's pretty nice. I like the graphics. It is very cool. Anyway, so yeah, I heard it had gone down. I spent several grand or more on my teeth this last year. 2 crowns and sorry, I didn't read the stuff. There's a little snake. Pretty cool. Got 10 calories. Nobody. Saturated fat 0, trans fat 0, cholesterol 0, 370 milligrams of sodium, and 5 milligrams of carbs. Okay, good. I'm also a little late for work. I did not sleep well. Or rather, okay, that's not like not sleeping was, I couldn't go to sleep. And I usually am pretty good about, I can usually pass out. Get curled up, fall asleep. Last night, I've been soaking my feet at night. Not at night, but in the in the evenings, with Epsom salts and lavender. Just it's been kind of one of those things. I just try to treat myself, and I need to do it more often. You gotta take care of your body, So I was doing that, and I stayed up late, looking at painting stuff, and I did some more painting. That's another thing I did this last year. But it's also New Year's Eve, so the roads are kind of quiet, but it's also after 8. So, oh my goodness. Looks like, oh wow, they're closed. See, the donut place shouldn't be closed. Yeah, little Walmart's we have 2 Walmarts in town. One's a marketplace. Okay, now they're not closed, but they are doing some remodeling. Okay, that's good. Gas has come down too. It's kind of nice. Oh, got a nice orange scent to it. That's nice. That is a nice orange flavor. I like that. Jefe. I'm gonna have to. I think I might get some more. There's like 4 or 5 other flavors, so I'm gonna have to try those out. That's very cool. I like that. It's a good flavor. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, it's I went. Let's see. I did hang out with some friends over this last year. I did not get to go see my Austin fam. It's just been a year, and I've gotten a new dog. Sheila, she's a German Shepherd. She's very, very twitchy, but anxiety ridden. But she's doing better. I've been trying to cook. I made banana bread, which this time it turned out amazing. Why is that so funky? The closer is not as... anyway. And I went on a cruise with my buddy Ammo. My buddy Meadmaster was in the hospital twice for a blood clot. I had Christmas where I decorated the shop. I didn't decorate the house. Just not really feeling it. Halloween, I made a full Ghostbusters outfit. I made a tub, decorated Ghostbusters style to put all of the stuff in. I made a hanging thing on the wall to put my Ghostbusters Proton back if necessary. Has a light on it. I designed it. I built it myself. Today, this last year, 2025 was a creative year where I put a lot of effort into creating things. I built a rune set. I studied runes. I need to go back and study more because there's a lot of stuff that I need to try to memorize the runes. But I've painted, I've drawn. I have not done any writing. I have done a little bit of writing, but I've mostly been occasionally, when it comes to my writing, I've been occasionally looking up designing art, like using AI to create scenes from books. But I've also been doing some painting. So, yeah. But played some games, ate some good food, and one of our guys that had left is now, we got a new guy, a guy back again who knows what he's doing, and he's also cool. I like dealing with him, and it's nice to have good coworkers. Had some shit coworkers this year. Not shit coworkers, just troubling ones that have been a pain in the ass that have gotten better, and then we lost one, and then we got another one, and then he's kind of a butt, but he's actually pretty good. Didn't get to go swimming. Kind of missed that. Need to do that at some point when it's warmer, much warmer. And need to get a new roof for the house. We get a new house. One of the two. Because the new roof is going to be about 10 grand. And I could drop 10 grand on a new house. Make payments. I don't know. I'm a pain in the ass. But anyway. The El Jefe is really, really good. It's got a nice orange taste. It doesn't taste very medicinal to me. I mean, it is a little bit carbonated, and if I'm not mistaken, I can't tell if there's... I don't think there's any color to it. It's got a nice amount of carbonation. The orange flavor is really good, and yeah. It's been a good year. Haven't lost anybody. So that's definitely a plus. But anyway. Let me try to get this without little lights on. As always, guys, I'm String Slow, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. Happy New Year. And I hope you have a great next 2026. And I will see you there with some more drinks, more videos. Keep watching.